Hi, I'm Will Selva, live inside the NFL Network newsroom with breaking news out of Chicago. The Bears have decided to make a change under center. Sources telling NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport that Mitchell Trubisky, the number 2 overall pick, will start moving forward. Now, the Bears mustered only 306 total yards of offense in the Thursday night loss to the Packers. Mike Glennon had his worst game of the season. He now has 8 giveaways this season. His passer rating has declined in every game this season. And after that game, head coach John Fox said, a lot of changes need to happen. We will evaluate everything. And obviously, they have evaluated the quarterback position. We now bring in NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, who brought us this breaking news. And Ian, why did John Fox finally decide that this was the best time to make the change?
Well, it seems obvious, really, and if you listen to John Fox's words after the game, he was intentionally vague, just trying to make sure, take a couple days to make sure that this was, in fact, what he wanted to do. And there are a couple reasons why Mitchell Trubisky is going to finally get under center Monday night against the Minnesota Vikings, but none more important than look at how many times Mike Glennon has turned the ball over. Actually, he has played pretty well from snap to snap, certainly has been an adequate quarterback, but then you consider the turnovers, and you simply cannot play football like that. When I talk to people involved in this situation, the turnovers are the thing that keeps coming back. Glennon is simply not allowing them a chance to win the game. So they're going to go now to Mitchell Trubisky, their first-round quarterback, who they traded up to take, who they love. They really think they have the best of all the rookie quarterbacks. He impressed based on what we saw during the preseason, got everybody all excited, especially with some of his late-game performances. And now, finally, on Monday night, we are going to get to see Mitchell Trubisky under center in a very real NFL game.
Trubisky had a passer rating of 106.2 in the preseason, so a lot of Bears fans were salivating. How different is this offense going to look now with Trubisky under center, or is there going to be that much difference?
I would expect it to be pared down some, especially just because Mitchell Trubisky is a rookie and hasn't seen very much at all. But remember, Mike Glennon was new to the offense as well. He came over from Tampa Bay where he was the backup, a first-year starter making $16 million this year for the Chicago Bears. So I would expect it to be simplified a little bit for Trubisky, but maybe not that much considering Glennon only had a couple more months in the system and with the organization compared to Trubisky. But they think he is very capable. They think he is very good. Certainly the talent is something that the decision makers, General Manager Ryan Pace on down in this organization fell in love with, and I think they're just excited just to finally see him play a real game.
Now, for Mike Glennon, he signed a whopping contract that I believe was $18.5 million guaranteed there. That is a lot to swallow there if you were the Bears. What's next for him now?
He's going to be the backup, a very highly paid backup, $16 million. This year got a 3-year, $45 million contract. A very big deal, you're right. But based on the way it is structured, the Bears can get out of it next year paying only $2.5 million. That's what's guaranteed. So it's a lot. Not saying it's not a lot, but for the Bears, it really is an expensive one-year proposition for Mike Glennon. They paid him as if he was going to be the starter for the entire year. His play did not warrant that, and now he steps aside, unwillingly, of course, and Mitchell Trubisky steps to the forefront.
As we also mentioned off the top, the natives there in Chicago certainly restless with the way the team and Glennon have played thus far this season. What does this mean then for John Fox and the fact that he personally made this decision and now they're trying to salvage this season moving forward?
Yeah, I would explain this decision as certainly an organizational decision. Remember, Ryan Pace, the general manager, drafted him, was a huge fan of him before the draft all the way through. Obviously, plenty of members in the organization believe so too, but this was no doubt Pace's guy. For John Fox, remains to be seen what this actually means for his job security if things do not continue, if things do not improve. Then I wouldn't think Fox's situation would improve or his security would improve, but it just remains to be seen whether or not this gives him the boost that this coaching staff so desperately needs in Chicago.
And Ian, we had touched upon this also at the very beginning, that sources told you that Trubisky would be the starter moving forward. Now, does that mean he is the starter then indefinitely for the entire season, or is this a wait and see here over the next few weeks to see how he develops?
Yeah, I would explain this as indefinitely. At this point, he's going to be the starter. They want to see him. There really is no point in going back to Mike Glennon. So, yeah, you'll see a lot of Mitchell Trubisky.
All right. He is NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport with the very latest on this breaking news story out of Chicago.